Hey guys, welcome. I'm back on the channel after a several year long hiatus. If you guys are new, I'm Jen and I do website flipping. I've been doing flipping of websites off and on for almost a decade now. You can find me on TikTok. So I'm really most active here. My handle is website flipping. And I talk about my adventures in flipping websites. I live stream on this channel as well. So if you're up for seeing a good live and listening in, chatting with me, I encourage you to check me out over there. Okay, so this video is going to be about how to flip 5-figure websites. I've done this several times and I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works. Okay, so before we get into it, if you're new to website flipping, let me break down how it works really quickly, and then I'll go ahead and go over the anatomy of a 5-figure website and how to flip those. Website flipping can be done in one of two ways. You can build and flip, or you can buy and flip. Both of these are website flipping in my eyes. I do this option, build and flip. It's the easier of the two. So with building and flipping, it's just what it sounds like. You are creating a website from scratch, growing it, selling it for profit. I have an example of this one here, Surviving Side Hustles, which I have built and flipped. Other examples: Moms Save Money is a budgeting for moms blog, which I've created and flipped. And then a few others I'll show you which I'm currently working on. We have Girls Gardening, which is a gardening blog. And then Girl Foodies, which is a food blog, which looks like this so far. So what's great about website flipping is that you can create sites about literally any topic that you wish. I tell people to pick a topic or a niche around something that they like, a passion, an interest, a hobby of yours. I've done websites on food, coffee, travel, parenting, budgeting, blogging, business, personal finance. I can go on and on. Pick something that interests you. It's going to make the entire project more enjoyable, more fun. So you pick a niche, create your website, and then sell it for profit. The second option is buying and flipping, which a lot of people commonly know for website flipping. This is about purchasing an existing website. Here we are on Flippa. So you'll choose a website that you want to purchase, like this one for example, and then you're going to fix it up, improve it, grow it, and sell it for profit. So you would buy this one for $73,800. You might work on it for 6 months to a year, improve it, and sell it for $180,000, for example, profiting the difference about $100,000 or so, depending on any expenses that you may have to fix it up. That's also flipping. Now, of the two, buying and flipping is a lot more advanced. It's challenging even for people who are very seasoned with building and flipping. I have not explored buying and flipping yet, but it is something that I'm eager to try in the future. So when I talk about website flipping on this challenge, I'm talking about building and flipping, creating from scratch websites that you can grow and sell for profit. So that's how website flipping works. So we'll start with a site like this, Girl Foodies. I'll pick the topic food, create the site, and then sell it. And the flip happens when you sell the website for a price greater than what your investment is. Usually to build these small sites, it takes no more than about $50 or so. So as long as you sell for more than $50, you're profitable and you flipped a website. These small starter sites like this, which are young, have minimal content, little to no income and traffic, usually sell for up to 3 figures each. Sometimes they can sell for more than that. So in most cases, they are profitable. Now that I've gone over website flipping, let's get into 5-figure websites and how to flip them. These are a lot of fun. They're very lucrative. It's rewarding to create and work on them. These are long-term projects. I'm going to show you what is involved with flipping these kinds of sites. Okay, let's get into it. So going back to Flippa, using this listing here as an example, it's a 5-figure website. You can see that this one is pretty aged. It's 26 years old. It's making a few $1,000s a month. It has web traffic, and you'll learn more about it here to see if it includes digital assets and what all is included with the listing. Now, 5-figure websites are usually 2 years old or older. They are generating income and they have web traffic. They may or may not have digital assets like social media accounts, newsletter, digital products, or other kinds of digital assets. The main thing is that they're aged and that they're making money and have web traffic. Now, these sites are pretty rewarding to work on. You're going to be working on them over the long term, again, usually for at least 2 years. So you'll have a chance to build the site from scratch, grow it, and really pour your heart into it as you're creating it over the next couple years. I'm going to show you a few examples, and then we'll continue talking about the anatomy behind a 5-figure website flip. I've flipped 5-figure sites multiple times, and I'll share my experience as well. So on Flippa, if we look at a few examples, on the left here we have the filters. We're going to look at revenue generating sites, and we'll check out blogs. We'll make sure that the site is at least 2 years old. Now, it can be younger than 2 years old as well. That is definitely possible, but usually to get a website to the point where it's flipping for 5 figures, it is older than 2 years old, though it's not impossible. Okay, so here's one. Rooted Revival, 9 years old, and they're selling it for $29,000. It's making about $734 per month. Let's check this one out. So as I mentioned, common trend, it's making money, it has web traffic, it's older than 2 years old. Let's check out the listing. So we know that it's, according to the owner, a well-diversified content site. So it is a gardening blog. You can see the digital assets associated with the website, these various social media accounts. So they have multiple socials across many platforms. They also have email subscribers. They have a strong domain rating, domain authority. And you can read more about the revenue mix and other things included with the listing. You can see how it makes money here. The income breakdown month by month. And all this other great info, which is really eye-opening. Now, the first thing for a 5-figure website is the traffic. There's a lot of different ways to generate web traffic. I teach this in my website flipping course, The Art of the Microflip. You can choose one or multiple traffic sources to push traffic to your site. That's really the backbone and the fuel behind the earning power that your website will have. First comes traffic, next comes income. There's many different ways to monetize websites: ads, sponsored content, selling products, selling services, affiliate marketing, paywalling, subscriptions. I can go on and on. You can choose one or multiple different ways how to monetize the site that you're working on. For this one, they have ad income, sponsored content. It looks like their YouTube channel is also monetized, and then Amazon affiliates likely here. So this is their revenue mix. Now when it comes to valuing the website and trying to figure out what income level the site needs to be at to reach a minimum of 5 figures for your sale, which is $10,000, we're going to look at a multiple between 20 and 50, which is usually pretty common in the website sale world. The difference between a 20x multiple and a 50x multiple is going to boil down to several things, like the age of the site, the traffic mix, the domain rating, the income level. It really factors in a lot of different things. So let's pull up the calculator and see what income level we should aim for. Most conservatively, assuming we're going to go with the smallest multiple, which is 20, a 5-figure sale of 10,000 divided by 20x multiple means that the site should be earning at least $500 a month. If it had a higher multiple, like if we went in the other direction and it sold at 50x, it would be an income requirement of 200. Just to give you an idea. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Again, to be conservative, I would go with the smallest multiple, 20x, and aim to earn at least $500 a month from your website in order to get that 5-figure valuation. Now, once you're there, whether or not the site is 2 years old or not, you can definitely attempt to sell it. Flippa is one of my favorite places to sell websites. I've done over $44,000 in website sales on this platform. There's other marketplace platforms like Flippa as well. So you definitely do not have to only use this site, but it is one of my personal favorites. All right, y'all, well, that wraps up the video. I wanted to go over how 5-figure website flipping works, and I think I covered all aspects of it. Income, traffic, what you should aim for in terms of valuation and income-wise to be conservative. We also briefly touched on what is website flipping and the 2 different options available there. And again, on this channel, we're going to talk mainly about building and flipping sites. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope to be more on this channel, more present. I love website flipping, and I've been talking a lot more about it on social media. I hope to make a home here on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching.